we've discussed a lot about the rookies are in. They're going through their camps. They've signed. They locked up Jalen Carter. He's already a done deal. We're in this stretch now where there'll be some OTAs coming up, and then before you know it, 2 months from now, 2.5 months, we'll be at camp. So you've had time to sort of sit back and look at this, what they did in the draft, what they've done in free agency, what they did with trades. In your estimation, better, same, worse than when the season ended?
Oh, I think
talent-wise.
Wow, that's a good one. They lost their 5 top tacklers. You have question marks still at one safety spot. And no, you know what? To be honest, you have question marks at 2 safety spots because even though Terrell Edmonds is a good safety, Mike Tomlin doesn't let go of good safeties without a reason. So if Mike Tomlin let him go, I want to know why, first and foremost. So I still have 2 question marks at the safety spot, questions at the linebacking spot. I think they're a younger, faster team. I think they're going to be especially faster laterally. But I don't know if they're going to be stouter against the run because you're going to be playing a rookie a lot more. As phenomenal as Jalen Carter is, he still has to make that transition from the college ranks to the pros. He's going to see every move a pro offensive lineman is going to make. How does he adjust to that game in and game out? We assume Nakobe Dean is going to play better. Nolan Smith is going to give him a boost, but they're still young players. Nolan Dean's still an untested player week to week. Offensively, I think that offense is going to be electric, especially with Swift and Penny in there now. That's a tough question, Rob. I want to say I can't say the same though because I'm going to go with better, slightly better.
Okay, I'm going to go slightly worse in this in this sense. I think offensively they're going to be even better. Yeah, I think they're going to be awesome offensively. I think they're going to score a ton of points. I think they were right there, 1, 2, or 3 in terms of points scored. I don't know yet about the defense for a couple of reasons. You're counting on unknowns. You're counting on Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean and Nicholas Morrow. I don't know about those guys yet. And I can't, I felt, and not to mention the safeties. I should throw them in there too with Blankenship as for a full year. And Terrell Edmonds, how he adjusts to this scheme and all that. And there's a new defensive coordinator, a new secondary, and a new linebackers coach.
Yes.
So I just think that side of the ball, you're not going to get 70-something sacks. No. You're not going to be quite as good as you were last year. So I have to go into this year, and we might be sitting here week 3 or 4 saying, oh my God, these young dudes can play and whoa, look out. Then I'll change my opinion. But as I go in right now, just looking at it, because of the unknowns, I say a little bit worse.
Okay, and I can't disagree with you. I was really torn before I gave you an answer. I was really torn because I started off saying a little bit worse, but then I said, wait a minute. They got younger. They got faster.
Yeah.
The offense is going to carry this team. All you got to do with this defense is get a few stops to get off the field and get the ball back in your offense's hands. That offense is going to be virtually unstoppable in a lot of ways, just like Kansas City's offense. Mm-hmm. But there's so many question marks. Dean, Smith, Blankenship, Edmonds. And we know how this team got torched in the middle of the field in the passing game by opponents.
Yep.
And so I was going to say basically the same. That would have been the safe answer to say the same right now because the balance. You have the offense way up here, the defense question marks here, and the two balance each other out because offenses can overshadow a lot of the mediocrity of what your defense might be. Mm-hmm. But I went a little bit better just based on the fact that I expect this team to be faster, defense to be faster, if nothing else.
Yeah. Faster, maybe more athletic. And, what we don't know is, and the hard thing to take into account is, what are the twists that Desai is going to put on this? How more aggressive is he potentially going to be more aggressive than Jonathan Gannon was? Those things could also change the outlook of this.
Yes.
If he takes a different approach.
How much input does Patricia have in this defense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a big question mark as well. So
he's officially a senior defensive assistant. That's what he is. That's what he's being.
Sounds good on paper.
Yeah, I you know what? I think the angst over that is a little bit, just a slightly heavy for me. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, would I have done it? Probably not, but still, I think it'll be fine.
Well, I like how the coaching staff handled it. Nick Sirianni talked to Darius first before they made that move, and if Darius Slay green lighted it, then all things are fine. Some teams would just make a move, wouldn't even consult the player. At least this coaching staff had the respect to consult the player that the attention entailed. And once he said, I'm good with it, that's in the past, let's move on. Okay, then you make that deal. Players respect that.
I agree with you. I think that says a lot about the way this organization goes about things. Yes. I would agree. All right, we're going to step aside, and when we come back, Gunner, Ed Kratz, who covers the team, he's the publisher of Eagles Today for Fan Nation, SI channel, SI.com, does a really good job with the Birds, and we will talk to him, and he's down there with the rookie camp as we speak. He's got the chart out. I saw one of his tweets. You can follow him at Kratz, Kracze. That's how you follow him on Twitter. But we'll talk to Ed when we come back. Don't go anywhere. That's Derek. I'm Rob. We are Sports Take, JAKIB Sports YouTube Network. Let's talk about Razor technology and disaster recovery, because the middle of an emergency is the wrong time to wonder who is in charge and how to respond. Restoring malfunctioning systems, rebooting complex servers, reconfiguring applications, bringing backups online, and reauthorizing users all takes time. And the longer it takes, the more damage that a business is exposed to. Razor Technology helps growing businesses develop a disaster recovery plan that protects all their essential data. Razor ensures all your critical systems are backed up and that backups are regularly checked to ensure that they can be deployed at a moment's notice. Depend on Razor Technology, your trusted IT managed service provider, to save time and money on your IT and cloud services. Find out if your business is built to recover from data disasters by calling Razor Technology today at 866-797-3282, 866-797-3282, or online at razor-tech.com. That's razor-tech.com.